How's it going, guys? Today I want to talk about an entry in my favorite film series, and I don't want to so much talk about what we got as what we could have gotten. That's Smokey and the Bandit 3. Now, I've been a fan of the series since like the 90s. I first saw the Smokey and the Bandit in like 96 maybe, so the movie was like 20 years old at that point. But I loved it. Little me who was into cars, like car chases, like yeah, it was fucking awesome. The second one, loved it. I mean, it had its faults, but it was still good. The third one, when I finally watched it, oh god, it was horrible. But what could have been is so much more interesting. Now, they couldn't get Burt Reynolds back for the third film, so they decided to try something that I think could have been fucking amazing if they would have done it. And I don't know the exact direction they were going in. I can't get in the writers' heads now, because who knows where they're at or if they're even still alive. But I like to theorize that what they were going for was this was the movie where Buford T. Justice finally snapped and goes insane. I want to think, because they couldn't, like I said, they couldn't get Burt Reynolds back. So I'm thinking they were going in the direction, like I said, Buford T. Justice finally snaps. He goes insane. So he is picturing it that the bandit is him. Like, he is the bandit. That's why the original working title of this film was Smokey and the Bandit 3, Smokey is the Bandit. So I like to think that he went insane and he imagines that he is the bandit and he's chasing himself. Like, the character study that this could have been, and Jackie Gleason probably would have done an amazing job with it. It would have been outstanding. I think it would have been a great way to end the series, and you could do it without having Burt Reynolds there. Test audiences didn't like it. Apparently they didn't understand what was going on. I don't know to what level of completion the movie was when they saw it, because a lot of times they'll just get a rough cut of the movie, and you know, they may have had stuff that was out of context. They may have been confused as to why he was playing both roles. I don't know. So they backpedal a little bit. They bring in Jerry Reed with the story adjustment of the Big and Little Enos Burdette are hiring the snowman to play the bandit to screw with Buford T. Justice. And while I'm happy that Jerry Reed finally got his moment in the sun, as it were, you could feel the excitement that he had. Like, as he gets the call from them, he's like, oh, you mean I get to wear the hat and drive the car? Like, he was real excited about it. And I could tell he was having fun, but really, that's the only highlight of this movie. Well, I shouldn't say the only highlight. The soundtrack that it has, it was pretty damn good. I wish they would have used that in an actual Burt Reynolds film, some of those songs. But it was just a mess, and it really feels like it was a huge retread of the first film in a lot of ways. But it's a lot raunchier. Like, I could tell they were grasping at straws, and they're like, hey, we got to up the ante a little bit. Like, maybe they were looking to get, like, the Porky's crowd and all that. Like, because the first two movies, I would feel comfortable watching with kids. Yeah, there's some more adult stuff in it, but really, it's no worse than what you'd see on TV these days. In the third movie, there's drug references, all this and that. Then they go to a hotel where there's an orgy going on. So yeah, it was raunchier than the first two films, to say the least. But like I said, a horrible movie that we got. I would really have loved to have seen what could have been. And deep down in my heart, I know that as much as I would love to see that film, it is either sitting deteriorating in a film vault. It could be in the Gleason collection, just sitting there so no one ever gets a hold of it. Or it all just ended up on the cutting room floor, which back in those days, it was literally, they cut the pieces out of the film, and in most cases, I'm sure, threw them in the trash if they were like, we're never going to use this. But deep down, I really hope somewhere that print is intact and in good condition, and one day, hopefully, we'll make it to see the light of day. But yeah, what do you guys think? Have you ever seen Smokey and the Bandit 3? I'm sure it's one of the lesser known films out there, just because of how notoriously bad it is. But, you know, if it's on, I'll watch it. Which I guess that's a ringing endorsement for any movie. It's like, if I got absolutely nothing else to do, I'll watch it. But what do you guys think? Let me know.